Hey, mathletes. In this lesson, what we're going to look at is we've been talking about parallel lines. We're going to take a bit of a shift away from that. We're going to start looking at some geometrical shapes. So let's go from 2 lines to 3 lines. Let's talk about a triangle. So good thing is you know a lot about triangles, right? You've been working with triangles a long, long time. So I think you know lots about triangles. So let's find out what you know. So we're going to use our knowledge of angles and triangle to do some proofs. All right, so what do we already know? Well, friends, if it's a right triangle, I know good old Pythagorean, right? And that's a fact that we're always allowed to use. Okay, but I'm never going to assume something's a right triangle. So in this example here, maybe it almost looks like one, but I won't assume it. Remember, I'm only going to assume something's a right triangle if I see that little symbol in the corner, right? That looks like that. Okay. What else do I know? Well, I know the angles, the interior angles of a triangle would all add up to 180. Okay. And from here, that's probably enough of what we have. Okay, so what do I already know? I know that the 3 interior angles add up to 180. Okay, but I want you to think about something else here. I'm just going to down here, angle D. It's obtuse. I'm just going to make it up. I'm going to say angle D is 100 for no good reason. So what does that make angle C? Well, that's a straight line, and 2 angles on a straight line have to be supplementary, add to 180. So that means this has to be 80. Okay, so my question here, or the thing I want you to think about is, what does that tell you about this angle here and this angle here? I can't specifically tell you what those 2 angles are individually, but here's what I know. The angles in this triangle have to add up to 180. And I've already used 80 of those 180. So what I know for sure is that angle A and angle B have to equal 100. But what about this weird exterior angle that's kind of kicking around on the outside of my triangle? That's 100. So what we end up with is this little rule here, is that angle D, so what that's called is an exterior angle, is equal to angle A and angle B is equal to the sum of the opposite 2 interior angles. Okay, so I mean, that's a bit of a funny little guy, but the good news is, friends, it sticks out at you pretty easily. Like, you see this diagram and you say to yourself, oh, look at that, there's this weird extended line here. Now what you know is that this angle here is equal to this angle added together with that angle. That's what that says. Okay, so a bit of a funny one, friends, but we might need it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to mix this up with what we were doing in the last lesson. So again here, what do I see? I see parallel lines. Okay, so when I see parallel lines, I'm looking for my Z shape. That's a really good one because then I get alternate interiors. Remember, I'm looking for X's and stuff like that, but it has to be only when there's a transversal. So what does it say? It says find angle NMO. So remember, you're looking for the one that's sandwiched in between N and O. So NMO. So we're looking for this one right here because this is NMO. So we're looking for that. Then what we're looking for is MNO. So MNO. So order matters. So we're looking for that one right there. And then we're looking for one more. We're looking for QMO. Okay, where's Q? QMO. So we're looking for that one right there. Okay, so we always want to know what we're looking for before we start the question. All right, and it's not always guaranteed we're going to go in that order. I don't know. Let's go and find out what order we're going to do these things in. Okay, so what do I see again? I see these parallel lines. And so I know some facts about parallel lines, and I know I've got this transversal right here. So what I know right off the bat is I see this angle 77. I'm just going to erase those other little angle marks I've got in there. Okay, so angle 77, what do I know about it? Well, here's my Z shape, right? So what I know is angle 77 is equal to this entire angle right there. So what do I know for sure then is this whole angle is 77. So what is just then? How do we figure out what just this angle is, the one we're looking for? MNO. Well, this angle right here is going to be 77 degrees. You always need your degree symbol, friend, minus 25, because 25's gone part way. And what's that, 52? So there it is. That is angle MNO. Angle MNO is equal to 52 degrees. Okay, one down. Now what are we going to do? I'm just going to erase all this. And let's just write in what we've got now. Now we know this is 52 right there. Okay, then what do we got to do? We got to find some more things. I don't know. Let's go after NMO. So that's this one, NMO. How am I going to get that? Well, what I notice here is I see a triangle. Oh, that's cool. And what do I know about the angles in a triangle? They have to add up to 180. So this angle here is 180 minus the other two angles. And that sounds like 99? No, 89. That's 89 degrees. So angle NMO is equal to 89. Okay, so the first one was because of alternate interior. And this one here is because the sum of a triangle is 180. The interior angles of a triangle is 180, like I should say that properly. Okay, well, we're almost there, friends. Now what? We've got to find QMO. Okay, QMO. Where was QMO again? Let's go back to this gold color. I kind of liked it. QMO. So QMO is this one right here. Okay, what do we know? Well, we know this one here is 89. So look at this. We just got to find this one here. Well, okay, this is a straight line, which means this angle and QMO have to add to 180. So this little itty bitty angle in here is going to be 180 minus 77 minus 89. What's that? That's going to be 91. I think it's 14 degrees. How did I do? I think I did okay. QMO is 14 degrees. And the reason would be it's supplementary, meaning it adds to 180. Okay, so these things you can see are definitely going to get tricky, friends. You really need to know your definitions, but now what you're going to look for on top of what we've done in the other lesson, triangles and facts about triangles that we can use. Okay, have fun with your puzzles. See you another time.